Hello everyone, my name is Nintendo, and welcome to the Purple Card Showcase for TEPPEN Ada Wong Expansion, A Dark Agenda. As always, I have the voice in my head, XprtHunter. How are you, my man?
Sup, everyone?
Alright guys, today we'll go over the purple cards. Now, obviously because it's Purple Hero, Purple got the most support for Ada, and a lot of Purple's cards are really cool. Overall general impression is that post-rotation, Ada's going to be really strong. She's good now. It's just hard with black and red, and just the oppressiveness.
We're also figuring out which is the best Ada deck at the moment. You know, it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still, still tinkering with the deck, still trying new ideas and stuff. So we have to see.
We'll have to see. But let's get this underway, because she's all about the lock boards, and there's a lot of cards on that shit, so it's really cool. Makes a lot of thinking. So first up, we have Vaccine Sample. One cost action, randomly activate one of the following effects. Give your hero negative MP charge speed by 20% for 10 seconds. Lock one of your empty board slots for 10 seconds, or give a unit in your hand or X pocket +2/+2. A random.
I hate this card.
It's too random. Honestly, I think I'd be okay with it if it didn't have the reduce your MP. If it was just a randomly lock or buff a unit, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, because then it would be a 50-50, and getting a lock is good, and getting a buff is good. It's just that them adding that third factor of RNG into the card, and then on top of it being a bad effect, just nah. It's like, this card reminds me of like a vaccine company saying like, oh, like here's a vaccine. We just made it. We didn't put a lot of time into it.
So you're our guinea pig.
Yeah. So you're a test subject, and yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen to you.
So have fun, basically. So yeah, that's Vaccine Sample. EMF Visualizer. Another one cost action. Give one random unit in your hand or X pocket with 5 MP costs of 5 or less, with an MP cost of 5 or less, minus 1 MP, for each of your board slots inflicted with lock. So if you've got 2 to 3 board slots locked, the 5 MP cost in your unit in your hand is going to lose 3 MP. Cool.
Yeah, this card's okay, to be honest. The only thing is, it needs a unit on board to be usable. So in that situation, it's like, oh, you can find yourself in a situation where you have no units and you're kind of bricked. But other than that, it's okay. Yeah,
so we'll have to see. Like, I think people were trying it out, but then they're probably taking it out. So I think it's just that bricky potential.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just that. It's just it's also the fact that you need your boards to be locked, right? You need slots locked for this card to work. So yeah, it's another step that you have to take to actually make this card good.
Yeah. All right. So our favorite card, Memory Control. Lock one cost action, epic. Lock one of your empty board spaces for 10 seconds and give a random friendly unit 2 HP.
Yeah, this is definitely the best card that Lock got in terms of locking your own board slots. This is definitely one of the best cards.
Yeah, this was also one of the lore cards too, the Purple Showcase. So this is what it actually does. I like it. It's come in handy for all the board locking deck setups, because if you at least you got one unit on the board, you're going to give it 2 HP, so whatever. But you're locking a board slot and you're setting up for other cards in your hand, which is the good part for this thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card. Really great in the lock deck.
In lock deck. All right. The 3 Swords, 2 cost action card. Give a friendly unit with an MP cost of 4 or less after dealing damage. Return one enemy unit with an MP cost of 3 or less to the X pocket. Haven't really played it. Haven't seen any other people playing it, so.
It's because it's a gimmick. It's only good against 3 MP units. Best target to put this card on is on a flight unit. So, I mean, there's no real relevant flight units in the meta, so that's why it's not seeing play as well.
Post-rotation,
like if Purple,
maybe.
Yeah, like if Purple had a really good flight unit with agility, then this card could probably see play.
They do. She's getting rotated out, though.
I mean, who?
It's Lilith. There's a 4-cost version of her. She's 2?
No. She's core. She's core, but she has agility, but she does not have flight.
Oh, right. Yeah, she doesn't have flight. Okay.
Yeah, so if there was a unit with flight and agility, this card could see play.
Yeah.
On top of that, right now a lot of decks aren't really running 3 MP units, and the ones that are only running a small amount.
Yeah.
So this card is not really good at the moment either, because people are really opting to play 4 MP or higher units right now.
That's just how it is with the stupid stuff already. So yeah. Next up is the 2-cost action Twisted Marriage. That's Annette Birkin and, William. Evolved. Return 1 friendly purple unit to the X pocket. Lock 1 of your empty board spaces for 10 seconds and give a random unit -4 attack for 1 attack.
On paper, this card's good. In practice, it's kind of bad.
I thought, reading, I thought, okay, this is cool, this works, but it just kind of got phased out. There are better ways to do stuff, so. Iconic scene from RE2, very cool. But yeah.
You can probably make it work. It's just like in certain situations, it's kind of. I feel like the way this card can work is like if let's say you have Maria on the board, then you have another unit, and you bounce that unit to lock that slot.
Yeah. I can see it that way if you want to do that. And then, you're neg-4ing attack and you're helping Blackout if you've got Blackout ready. But that just is
it's definitely not a bad card. It's just finding space in the deck right now. It's like the thing.
Yeah, that's the idea. All right, next up, one of our favorite cards, Job for the Assassin, 2-cost epic. Deal damage to 1 enemy unit equal to the number of your board spaces inflicted with lock ×3. If a unit is destroyed by the damage, your hero gains +3 life. So, effectively, Purple got their own version of, like, Chain Fist or some crap like that.
I wouldn't say that. I would say this is like Buffet, but with lock.
Buffet with lock. So, but it's ×3.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So instead of having units in your EX pocket, this unit works by having board slots locked.
Yeah. So this is basically the Buffet replacement, and I think we're all pretty much okay with that because this is really good because 1 board slot means you're doing 3 damage, 2 board slots is 6 damage for 2. So who am I to complain?
And if you really need to get rid of cards, you could use Ceasefire, lock all your slots, and then spam this card at 9 damage.
Yeah.
And it also heals you. It also heals you for the damage, right? I don't know. Heals +3.
+3. So, yeah. Definitely a really good replacement for Buffet.
Yeah. It only heals you, though, if the unit is destroyed. So, there's that.
Yeah, only on destroyed. So, that's the fair point of the card, which, we're fine with. I'm okay with that. Nowhere to run. Activate the following effects based on the number of your board spaces inflicted with lock. 1 or more, return a random unit with 5 HP or less to the deck. 2 or more, give up to 2 random units in your hand or X pocket with an MP cost of 2 or more, -2 MP. So this card's actually really good with the whole lock board synergy stuff. It's a 2-cost bounce, basically. And you get to -2 MP off 2 units in your hand.
Yeah, it's solid. It's definitely a solid card. It can bounce anything as long as it has 5 HP or lower, so that makes it really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I've had situations where I've bounced a 7-cost unit with this card just because I was able to lower its HP.
And yeah, man,
even Orochi. I used this card to bounce an Orochi because I had no other outs, so I pinged it Orochi for 2 with a Jobless Assassin, and then I just used this card to bounce it back.
Oh, nice. You actually got it down. Cool. Yeah, mate, you made them waste 8 MP, and you were able to not spend 8 MP to get rid of their unit. So, overall, a really good legendary. I like it. Nathaniel Bard, 3-cost 2/7. When played, he randomly locks 1 of your empty board slots for 10 seconds. In hindsight, probably would be running him, but there's actually a better unit that does this exact same thing. He just adds something extra.
I think they have different purposes, though. I think if you want a bigger body, if you want to tank more hits, you play this card, right? You want more attack, you play the other one.
Yeah. But I probably would go for the other one more. Just saying. But otherwise, yeah, board lock synergy. So it's cool. There's just, I think, something better. Lilith, she has flight, 3 cost, 2/3. When your hero gains life, halt a random enemy unit for 13 seconds. If there's a way to gain life easy, then Lilith could be played, but I don't know.
Lilith, I think Lilith was meant to be in a Resonate deck. Or not, maybe just not a Resonate deck. Maybe those decks that rely on halting units and then doing damage to units that have halt.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, maybe not Resonate, but like a halt deck. Because the new Morgan, the 7-cost Morgan, also does damage to halt units. So I think what they're doing is trying to give halt support. Not necessarily Resonate, but halt.
Just the halt mechanic. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll have to see. Like, it's early stages, what they're doing with the support. Like, there's clearly not enough, but if that's what they're going for, then we'll have to see how it works out.
I mean, I just feel like I think you could make a deck revolving around halt, but I don't think it's gonna be that great, right?
I don't think it would be. It would need more to help benefit it. That's all. Azai Nagamasu, 3 cost 2/4. Whenever one of your board slots are inflicted with lock, gain +1/+2. So yeah, he benefits from board lock spaces. So every time you keep locking a board slot, he'll gain +1/+2, which is cool.
Yeah, this card is really good. Just his only downside is that he's a 3-cost unit.
Yeah, that's it. If he wasn't a 3, if he was a 4, I think it'd be okay.
If he was a 4-cost unit, I'd be playing him, but because he's a 3-cost, sadly, because he's a 3, I just don't want to play him.
It just sucks in that situation. So it's fine. He's a good unit, just sucks in this situation. Annette Birkin. Okay, so this is a 3-cost we definitely play. 3 for 3. Death. Randomly lock one of your empty board slots for 10 seconds, and then give a random unit card in your hand or X pocket -1 MP. Great.
See, the difference between Annette and Asagi is that you want Annette to die.
She must die, and then you're getting benefits out of it. So that's fine.
It's okay. So it's okay if they kill her with an Alfred. It's like, all right, whatever.
It's like, all right, cool. I need her to die. Thank you. that's pretty much you're saying to Black. Thank you. So yeah, Annette Birkin is definitely amazing for that. All right, acting in secret. So this is the secret card that's part of the season pass and all that. It is a 3-cost action that negates an action card with an MP cost of 2 or less. At memory 2, you negate an action card with an MP cost of 3 or less. At memory 7, you halt an enemy unit for 5 seconds.
You know what? I was playing this in the deck that I was talking about.
Yeah.
I made some changes to it. And the halt came up once where I negated a card and I was about to get hit. It wasn't gonna kill me, but like it stopped a unit from dealing damage because his attack line was so the attack line was right about to hit. I negate one of his actions, and then it halted the unit that was about to attack. So funny enough, the halt actually came through.
hey, the halt, it's a halt, man. Like, I think it's a good negate card. It's not replacing the other one because the other one is core, but that's just another
I mean, depending on the deck, most situations this card is good. It's just like in the off situation where the game is barely starting and you have no memory and you play a unit and they play an action and this card is kind of dead in that situation because you haven't played any actions, but that rarely happens, but it does happen from time to time.
It does, yeah. But otherwise, it's a cool artwork. Like, it's Ada cloaked, Ada non-cloaked. So very, very cool. Love it. Alright. Soul of the Hermits, 3-cost action. Give one friendly purple unit reduce any damage taken to 1 for 10 seconds. I think it costs too much to do that.
Maybe it was 2 MP. It's just like 10 seconds is just not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time. If it was permanent, I'd be kind of okay with it, but I still wish it was cheaper.
Like if it was 2 MP and it did the same with the same effect, then yeah, I'd probably play it. Mainly just because of red, because then you could just play this and just be like, I'm safe for 10 seconds. You can't do anything.
It's like, yeah, all damage is 1, so suck it. But otherwise, yeah. Could be better, but right now it's just not. All right.
Yeah, like if it was 20 seconds, maybe it was 20 seconds instead of 10.
Even 20 seconds would be alright. Alright. Now, the real good, Oro himself. 4 cost 2/7. When played, he locks a board slot for 10 seconds. One of yours. When he ascends, he gains +1/+4 for each of your board slots that are inflicted with lock. Dude is a beast right now. Not gonna lie. Probably broken. But good broken in a way, I guess. So basically what you do is you have, let's say you like Annette Birkin, play her, ascend him on top of her so both board slots are locked, and this dude gains +2/+8, which is some really nice beefy stats. Won't lie. But there is currently a weird thing going on now. If you can lock some of your opponent's board slots, so Ceasefire, Annette Birkin, Ceasefire, Oro gains stats from every single board slot locked. I don't think he should, because it says for each of your board slots, but for some reason he's working with everything. A little weird there. So
yeah, because I think it's mistranslated. I think it's definitely a mistranslated card.
Yeah,
because I've seen Earl get crazy in the mirror, just like because like their slots are locked, and then you just play Earl and just like, oh shit. What?
I had it in in my early games, man. I did the mirror match. I ascended Oro. Oro gained 5, 4, 8, 12, 16. Oro gained 5, 16 off one ascension. I was just like, wow, he's big. It's just, he's got like 32 HP and 5 attack. What the hell are you gonna do? It's gonna take forever to knock him out.
Yeah, it's a really good card.
Definitely a card not to sleep on. Definitely play him. It's really good. Virgil. He was revealed in the early days. 4/1/6 human demon. Resonate. He gives a random friendly unit +1 attack and spillover.
Yeah, this card. I've seen some people messing around with PV, trying to make it work with this card. To be honest, Dango told me PB came back, and I believe him. But he doesn't play this card. He plays Trish over Virgil.
Interesting.
And his reasoning behind PB coming back is a 2-cost action that we'll go over later because it's a basic.
Right. Yeah. We'll get to there. But yeah, I still think it's a pretty solid card. But yeah. Nice to see.
Yeah, it's definitely a good card, though. It's definitely a good card. Resonate, give one friendly unit +1 attack and spillover. I mean, you have Kasuga on the field. You have this guy on the field. I mean, you're buffing Kasuga. You're buffing Virgil. I mean, things can get out of control.
Pretty fast, pretty easy. So yeah, definitely a good card. Nominel, 4 cost 2/7. Attacking. Randomly lock one of your empty board slots for 10 seconds and give all enemy units -1 attack for 1 attack.
I mean, on paper, this card seems good, right? On paper. But when you actually use it, it does you more harm.
It's doing more harm. You did try it, yeah. I did go up against it.
Because I found myself in situations where like your opponent's not doing anything to kill this card, or this card isn't dying, and it's like you have like one unit on your other lane, and then it just keeps locking that slot, and you're just like, fuck, I can't use it because it's being locked.
He's not dying, yeah. So, yeah, I guess it was a downside in the end.
I mean, this card is good if you have Maria on the board, and then this card just keeps locking that slot over and over, so then Maria just keeps getting buffed. Other than that, you can find yourself sticky situations where like you're locking a board slot that you want to use.
I get that. I understand that. That's fair enough. Oh well, nah, Manel. You were good, but yeah, and paper, in context, it just didn't work out properly, so that's fine. 4-cost action, the Confluence of Fate. This was a lore card, I think. I can't remember. I think they revealed this one already. Give a 1 friendly purple unit attacking, halt 1 other random friendly unit for 5 seconds, and attacking, halt 1 random enemy unit for 5 seconds. So, effectively, you give your unit, one of your units, the ability to halt 1 other random friendly unit for 5 seconds, but at the same time, you halt an enemy unit for 5 seconds when they complete their attacking.
Yeah, so this is more halt support, as I was saying before.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a halt relevant, I think, or just give it support in general. This card looks sad. Not really so sad if you know the story. Like, Lilith is just gonna become a part of Morgan because technically Lilith is Morgan. Just they were separated. Like, think of it as Lilith is half of Morgan's soul.
Yeah. I think I remember you telling me that before.
Yeah. So when Morgan was born, she was born. She had the potential to be one of the strongest demons, and because she had so much power, her father separated her soul in 2 in order to make Morgan weaker. And as later down the road, Lilith was ready to. Morgan becomes ready to, fully gain her powers back, her powers again. So then, Lilith and her merge, and they become whole. So Lilith is technically Morgan, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. Okay, well, that's understandable. Okay, yeah, more halting support, as long as it's not, annoying as it is with just Hysenko and Ibuki's crap. But I guess that's just Rezo with halting, but that's just annoying. So, I'll look forward to this whole idea of halting. It's just halting becoming a thing.
You want to put this on a flight unit. Like, you want to put this on a flight unit that has agility. So the one card that comes to mind is the new Morgan, the new 7-cost Morgan.
Yep.
You can get this card on Morgan, like she's halting a unit every attack line. And because she has agility, that means she attacks twice. So she keeps on halting, and she does damage to halted units every time she attacks. So
yeah,
it synergizes really well.
That's a definite thing there. Okay, that's cool. 4-cost legendary, Hidden Disloyalty, one of Purple's best legendaries they've gotten. Again, they got a really good legendary. You bounce an MP cost of 7 or less unit to the X pocket, and then you give all other units controlled by the same player flight. So you can bounce anything, yours or your opponent, and then you give flight to the units. But honestly, I don't think you really care about that, because half the time they may just drop one big freaking dumb unit and you just bounce it.
Yeah, this card's really good.
Yeah, because
sometimes it doesn't matter, like, right? Giving your opponent, you're giving your opponent flight sometimes, in certain situations. But if it can help you out, it's kind of worth it, in my opinion. Yeah,
I'll go with that. What is I gonna say? Most and every other unit in the game is 7 MP and less. The only big units are Old Man, Titan, and Orochi. That'll be played at those levels. Everything else, majority of the time, you can bounce. Those are the big three.
I wish this bounced 8 cost units as well.
We wish it would bounce 8. You would wish. But unfortunately, no. But I'm just saying, every other card in the game, you can bounce it. It's gone. So it's a good tool. I really do like it. And if you're curious who the red eyes in the background of the card are, who the hell knows? It's probably the person that's been telling Ada what to do for the story reasons for everybody going to the Land of Illusion. I'm assuming. Kyogoku Maria has become the fave of the deck. Whenever one of your board slots is inflicted with lock, gain +2 attack. When lock is removed, she deals damage based on her attack to an enemy unit, and then your hero gains 2 life. So she synergizes with Lock so good. It's kind of crazy that she can kind of just become like a 7/10 on the board very easily. And then she'll dish out that 7 damage to a random unit. It's cool.
I mean, I've gotten her to like 11 attack.
11 attack.
I think you did once at one.
I think I did. Yeah, I think I did too. It's just, haha, 11. Bam, blow. It's kind of crazy. But as long as you keep up the Lock synergy going, it's so nice to just watch her just pop units. So yeah, she's kind of a pretty big thing.
She's really good with ceasefire too. Like I had one game where my opponent played 2 units right away, and I just dropped Maria and I ceasefire, so I locked everything, and then I took the hits from the 2 units, but as soon as the lock went away, like they just got obliterated, and I healed back that damage.
It's great. Yeah, I need the secret of this card. I haven't pulled it yet, but I want it. I have a shiny one, but I want the secret. Alright, 0. 5 cost, 110. He has Rush. He was revealed during the early reveals. Attacking, if a unit attack or all that. If this unit's attack is 5 or lower, return the unit in front to the X pocket. If its attack is the same as the unit's attack. At memory 4, he gains +1 attack. At memory 7, he gains +1 attack.
So he becomes a 3/10.
A 3/10. So he can bounce any unit with 3 attack or less if you get him to memory 7.
I mean, he doesn't seem bad. I think you could probably see play, to be honest.
It could see play. Just give him time.
He does bounce units, right? It's like you got that memory 7, like that's pretty good. Like, not a lot of units be able to block him because they're just gonna get bounced.
Yeah, no, you just drop him and it's just like whoop, gone. Empty lane. So yeah, that's the new 0. I think it's good. We'll need to wait and see what else.
Yeah, just I think he's a good card. It's just he revolves around memory. So if you do play him, you have to play him in a memory based deck. Yeah,
definitely memory based deck. All right. Next up, we got Genn, the assassin. 6 cost, 3/7. When played, he locks all empty board slots for 10 seconds. And then he returns 1 random enemy unit with an MP cost less than or equal to the number of board slots inflicted with lock +3. So I believe the man is a beast because he can lock everything like ceasefire when you play him. So, effectively, to get the most value out of this dude, you want to be playing only him on your side of the board so that you can bounce one of your opponent's units depending what it is.
Well, he doesn't lock everything like how his text is saying, because like yesterday I had a game, someone dropped Genn, right, and then I just played my Genn right after to bounce his Genn, so I wouldn't have been able to do that if he locked everything. It only locks yours. That's it.
Oh, really? It's only yours? Because okay, either they're because they clearly fucking up with some text in his cards. Again, this is another one.
Yeah, when it says all empty board slots, it means your empty board slots, not your opponent's.
Here's the funny thing. Ceasefire has the exact same text. Lock all empty board slots for 10 seconds.
See, I think there's a difference, though. I think because it says...
Now, how's there a difference?
I don't know.
There's no difference. It's the exact same words.
Yeah, it says lock all. I don't know, dude. It's weird. I think they mistranslated the card. Because in practice and play... this card only locks your slots, not your opponent's. Because if it did do what you're saying, then how?
Say that again? You broke up. Hello? Hunter? I think I lost Hunter. He seems to have disconnected. We shall wait here. But when he shall return.
Yeah.
Ah, there he is. He's back. Hey. You were saying
technical. Yeah. He doesn't lock everything. He just locks your slots.
Okay, so at best, if he locks 1, that means he's bouncing a 4 MP unit. Okay.
I mean, even then, like lock 2 slots, you can bounce up to a 6 cost unit, so that's still really good.
No, that's 5.
Oh yeah, you're right. 5. Wait. No, yeah, you're right. Damn, wait. How did I bounce his Genn though?
I think it counted number.
Does it count? Oh.
Equal to the number of board slots inflicted with lock. So if.
Oh, okay. So his effect works this way. So he locks your slots,
Okay.
but like Uro, if your opponent has a locked slot, it can bounce more.
It gains more. Okay, fine.
Because now I get it. Because when he played his Genn, he locked 2 slots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then when I played my Genn, I locked 2 slots. So that's 4 slots plus 3. So that can bounce a 7.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
All right. Fine. I get that. Fix the damn text. God, this is confusing. I don't know why it is, but it shouldn't be. All right. Dante. Well, what the hell? We'll just create it. Human Demon 658. We've already seen this dude. While on the field, all enemy units gain agility. After dealing damage to an enemy unit, return 1 random enemy unit with agility to the deck. That's a lie. He returns any unit with agility. Any one random unit. It can be your own, and it can be himself, as we found out. As we found out, Dango tested it out. He did this. He gave agility to Dante, and then all of a sudden Dante bounced himself. He was like, "What the hell?" Again, another card translate. Oh my gosh, man! They really need to get these texts right because this is annoying.
Yeah, so, I mean, because you can't give him agility because he'll bounce himself. It makes him even worse.
That makes it worse. I'm like, I thought it was fine. It was like, okay, I'm giving my opponents agility, but hey, Dante's gonna bounce them. That's cool. Nope. Hang on. He's gonna bounce anything with agility. So yeah, that kind of really makes this card shit.
I mean, still, you just use like hook shot. You put a hook shot on him, he'll be bouncing stuff. It's just like giving your opponent agility, you're gonna be taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, which is fine. I get that, but yeah, he shouldn't be bouncing any unit. It should just be enemies. They need to either specify that or whatever. But that was just like a sad revelation when found out. Like,
yeah,
wow.
I think he's okay. I think you just have to play hookshot. You probably don't wait to 10 though, because if you wait to 10 then drop him, your opponent's gonna start dropping units, and then like, so you probably drop him right away. Just that way, like their attack lines aren't going to be. I don't know, man. It's kind of, maybe you can wait to 10. It's just, you definitely don't want to play this card in the mid to late game. You definitely play this guy early game. Early
game seems to work best, but yeah. All right, thank you, Dante. Subtle Butterfly Ada, which was already revealed. 6 cost 3/5. When placed on the field, randomly lock one of your empty board slots for 10 seconds. Give all enemy units -1 attack. For 1 attack. Whenever one of your board slots is afflicted with lock, you gain MP, which is nice. Return this card to the X pocket upon death, then place a random purple unit with 3 or less MP from your hand or X pocket onto the field. Trigger its when played abilities. So this is good. This works well. The synergy is great, and you can use her Ascension fodder because she will go back into your X pocket.
Yeah, I think Ada's pretty good.
Yeah. Ada's really good. I like it. Definitely a nice choice of a legendary, but we've gone over this one before. Countervailing Forces, 6 cost epic. Return all friendly units to the deck. Randomly return enemy units to the deck equal to the number of friendly units returned this way. So basically, Purple got a cheaper Souls Return that requires you to have units on the field. A fairer version of Souls Return.
Which isn't bad. I mean, is that it's Nomineel versus what's his name? The Pickle?
The Pickle, yeah, Devil Pickle. Devil Joe, yeah.
I like the artwork, it's pretty cool.
It is very cool, I love it too. But yeah, so a fairer Souls Return, because Souls Return is getting rotated out, so Purple gets another one that is just fair to use. You got to do it based on units on your board, so you're bouncing your units back, And then you bounce the same amount you returned based. If you've got 2, bounce 2 from your opponent's side. That's just how it is.
Probably use this in a situation where like your opponent has a better board than you. So I'd say like they have stronger units, like Trinity. So I'd say you have 3 units, right? And then they activate Trinity. You just use this card and just bounce everything. You're just like, nope.
Nope. Like, yeah, green's going to go for Trinity. They got 3 units, and you've got 2. Bounce. That way, the Trinity only hits 1 unit. And that's fine. That's just like that's their 6 cost wasted. So that's all good. And the last one is Morgan, which was revealed. I'm just going to craft her now because what the hell not? So she has flight, agility, 7 cost, 2/7. After dealing damage to an enemy hero, deal 2 damage to 1 random enemy unit inflicted with Halt. Your hero gains life equal to the damage dealt. So yeah, the whole Halt synergy thing you're saying is like it's there. They've got some good starting cards for it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I like this card. I'm actually playing this card in Rezo.
How's it working out for Rezo?
I mean, so far it's pretty alright. It's just like I played against his black deck, and then he got what's it called? He dropped Now on me, and I couldn't do anything because it turned like he ascended on top of a human. I think he ascended on top of Junie, and yeah, like Ninetales didn't let me do anything.
That sucks.
I mean, it's because the deck is revolved around using action, so Ninetales really hurts you.
Yeah.
But then I played 2 more other matches, and I just won completely because just really good, man. Just having flight agility.
It's pretty solid.
I mean, especially in a Resonate deck where you can just keep halting. Not even just Resonate in general, just like the Resonate deck they run a lot of halts, so just being able to halt your opponent's units and this unit's just going ham.
No, I 100% agree. It's definitely a good choice of a card. All right, so that was Purple's cards, guys. Now, we're going to go over the basics because Purple's basics are really good that they got out of the Dark Agenda. So this video will be slightly longer only because we're going over the basics, which I should have done in earlier videos, but for each expansion, but we'll go over these ones. So first one is Q as an action card, Elusive Phantom. I love that they're putting in Q into this now. For each of your board slots that are inflicted with lock, give 1 enemy unit -1 attack, effective for 1 attack. So you can give a unit basically -2 maximum for 1 attack.
Yeah, so this is basically like the basic version of the Epic.
Yeah.
But just instead of giving +2 HP, it gives -1 attack to enemy unit. So if you don't have the Epic, you can use this as like a filler card. So yeah, it locks one of your slots. It's not bad. You need a lock, you can use this, right?
Yeah, need a lock, you can use that one. So that's always good. Next up is Preliminary Survey. A 2-cost action. For each of your board slots that are inflicted with lock, you draw 1 card and put it into the X pocket.
This card seems okay.
Oh, it's okay
because you can draw 2 cards. You can draw 2 cards potentially off this card. So
yeah,
it's not bad.
Not bad, but there's better. Next up is Indomitable Butterfly. 2-cost epic basic. Give 1 unit -1 attack, effective for 1 attack, then give 1 random unit controlled by the same player plus 1 attack. Is this the card?
So Dango, yeah, this is the card. This is the card Dango said brought back PB.
Alright. Okay, give 1 unit -1 attack, and then give another random unit controlled by the same player plus 1 attack. Okay, so you give effectively one of your own units -1, and then another unit gains +1 attack. Right.
No. You -1 of your opponent's units, and then you +1 your unit.
It says 1 other random you control by the same player. Why would you neg 1 of your opponents to buff one of your other opponent's cards? I think you're negging your own to buff one of your own. And I think I know where Trish comes into this.
Yeah.
Because Trish
can...
if I'm reading this right, And I'm pretty sure I am. And I know how Trish works because she can't gain any more after 3. So neg 1 off her, she'll get it back, and then you can buff someone else.
Yeah, I guess you do use it on Trish, right? Because that would work.
Yeah. It's considered a reso. You're technically minusing one of her attacks, so it doesn't matter. and you're buffing a unit. Okay. I see it. Indomitable Butterfly. Cool. So this card single-handedly bringing back PB, huh? Alright, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I've got to look at this, but alright, that's cool. Alright, so...
I mean, it's a good card in general.
It's a good card. I like it. Now for what you can really see it for, so I like it. Alright, Q himself, he's a 3/17 basic. When played, he randomly locks one of your empty board slots for 10 seconds, and then he gives one random friendly purple unit slow and counter damage +2. So dude works in both lockboarding and slow.
So I think this card, you can use it to make units that don't normally have slow and give them slow. So cards like Maria, right?
Yeah. You could, you just play him, lock a board slot, Maria gets a buff, she gets slow, and then she's got counter damage +2.
Yeah, and then you activate Setsuna, and then now they have agility.
Setsuna, then she's back to normal attack speed, and hey, she's gonna pop the board. So I like Q. I definitely, because it's a 3 cost, he'll die pretty easily. Because his stats are pretty good. So I still say post rotation, I think he'll be pretty cool to make work, but hey, it could probably work now even still. You just have to make room for it, that's all. Next we have Kezu 3/2/3. Whenever lock is removed, you give a random friendly unit shield. Probably not the best for basic.
Yeah, I don't think this card's that great. It's just stat-wise, it's kind of garbage.
Yeah. Not the greatest unit, to be truthfully honest, but there is something better. I can guarantee you that. Which is this dude, Chameleos. A 3-cost 3/4. When played, he locks one of your board slots for 10 seconds, and then you draw a card and put it in your X pocket. This dude is great.
Yeah, I like Chameleos. I really do.
Chameleos is an awesome basic unit. And I gotta admit, it works really well with the lockboarding synergy, because you lock a board slot, drop Aura on top of him. Hey, Aura just got 2 board slots locked and he's gonna get a buff. I'm cool with that. It's really good synergy. So Chameleos is definitely a good choice factor for that. A great 3-cost unit. Then we have Sublime Mimicry, which explores for stealth for 3. No.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Nah. If you're gonna explore...
Yeah. It's definitely one of the worst basics.
I mean, they gotta exist somewhere, some really bad cards, but yeah, no. No, thank you. And then I think we move into...
Now we have the
4s.
Yeah, the 4 cost.
So we got Crystal Snail. This dude's pretty cool, actually. A 4 cost 2/7. When played, he locks one of your empty board slots for 10 seconds, and then he gives -1 attack to one random enemy unit. It's cool. I like it.
He works really well with Blackout as well. Just sometimes that -1 attack makes a difference.
Yeah, -1 can be definitely making a difference. So it's very crucial, a very good thing. I like the Snail. So kudos to him. Then you've got Gravity Beetle, 4 cost 2/6. Whenever one of your board slots are inflicted with lock, he gives a unit in your hand or X pocket +1/+2. That I think is a little bit better.
I mean, the Snail's good too. It's just he does the same thing Chameleos does. It's just that he costs 4 MP.
Just costs 4 MP. Right now, the MP deciding factor isn't anything.
And then right here, Beetle's really good if you can get it. But I just found it awkward in certain situations where you can't lock your slot while Beetle's on play, or Beetle dies before you even get the lock off to get the buff. I mean, when you do get the buffs off, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. So these guys are cool, but just gotta really get the lock synergy going. That's all. Ring of Control seize control of one enemy unit with 2 HP or less for 4. Nah. There's a 3-cost action that does that better anyway. So.
Yeah, actually, I don't like this card at all.
No, I saw that and I was like, nope, I do not like that. So we move on. That is a basic from 0, so that's a no.
Yeah, that's not.
Urian. So Urian's the new one. A 5 for 5/3. He's human. While in your hand or X pocket, whenever lock is removed, give this unit -1 MP. See, that's cool, but there's a better unit that does this, that has that exact same effect.
Yeah, but this card doesn't bounce. It's just a big body that gets cheaper.
It's just a big body that gets cheaper, but there's better stuff, and we'll get to that.
Well, not big. Well, not big body. I mean, big attacker. Right? He's just a big attacker.
Big attacker. If his HP was a little bit better, I'd consider it.
Yeah. If his HP was if he was like a 5/5 that gets cheaper, then yeah, I would definitely try this card out.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. 0 with a pipe, because it's lore. 5 cost 3/5. Memory 4, gain +1/+3. At memory 7, gain agility. I think that's pretty solid for a basic.
Yeah. This card essentially becomes a 4/8 with agility, so it's pretty good.
Yeah. So 0 with a pipe, very cool. I like that unit. And the last one, Ada Wong, 9 MP 3/5. So while in your hand or X pocket, whenever a board slot is inflicted with lock, give this card -1 MP. So she's got the same thing as Urian, but when she's placed on the field, she locks one of your board slots for 10 seconds. Then any enemy unit in front, any all units, and I mean even yours as well, that is in front of a board slot that's inflicted with lock, bounce to the X pocket. So this is really good. But as long as you don't have units, the mirror match is what you have to be concerned about when locking board slots or just in general. If you're going to play her, make sure you don't have anything in front of a lock slot because it's going to get bounced.
Yeah, this unit can actually bounce Titans, so
yes,
that's really good.
She can bounce anything. That's the thing to take note of. This Ada can bounce anything as long as it's in front of a lock slot. So you just have to make sure you get that. You could play the RNG factor and just drop her and she locks a random board slot and hey, she could bounce the unit, but that's just annoying of RNG because that's a 50-50 situation, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, this is a really good basic unit. Definitely one to
I like
run.
the art.
Artwork is cool.
It's nice.
Artwork's cool. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all purple stuff. Purple got a nice. There's a lot of lockboards stuff in here. It's really cool. I just hope post gets better.
Yeah, hopefully the meta gets better post rotation. But I mean, even so, it's still okay.
It's still okay.
There is some annoying stuff to deal with right now, but I mean, what can you do?
What can you do, really? You just gotta work through it. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. This one was a bit longer than usual, so apologies there. Please leave your likes and comments below as always, guys. Thanks again. Thank you, Hunter, my dude. And we will see you guys for the black cards, the final part of this. Thanks again, and see you, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you.